already. Thanks very much, peeps. Hope you're all keeping well. It's been monster o'clock. Let me just get this shared out to the old Facebook to let people know I'm live. There we go. Who we got in then? Who was the two people waiting patiently? I did start a minute ago, but I messed up and I had to start again. And I've just put the baby in bed, and the missus is just dropping off my daughter's boyfriend back home. Hopefully he don't wake up, otherwise I have to go. Hopefully he's good and stays asleep until she gets back. Oh, let's get a beer poured on the old Rhinebacker Weiss beer, for the first one anyway. But I've got a keg on as well on the old PD, easy do. But I just fancy a wheat beer for now. I've got the Hertog Jan Pilsner on. Grand Pilsner, sorry, the strong one, the 5.7 one. And I've got the footy on in the background as well, so if anyone mentions anything about the football, I'm kind of half watching it. The Portugal match on my laptop. It's just sort of on. Obviously, I'm going to be paying more attention to the chat and that, but I don't want to miss any goals, you know. Right, let me make sure the chat's working because last time I've done something. Top chat, live chat. Somebody say something in the chat, please, so I can see if it was working. Who we got in? 3 people in. Who we got? I'm not sure if the chat's bugged or not. I need someone. There we go. It's not bugged. Keith's in. Keith Thomas, hello Adam. Managed to get a fiver out of my son. Bloody tight kit, eh? A fiver. Beer Monster's pet sperm. What the hell? Yo, hi, Beer Monster's pet sperm. And Keith. Are you watching the football, Keith? I can't believe you only gave me a fiver. You could at least bought you a keg of Bud Light. I think it's only 21 quid at the minute on the Perfect Draft website. As considering you got him, he's drinking your Hertog Jan Grand Pilsner. That's a nice beer. I know you can't get on with it, Keith, with your problems you have, but that's a nice beer, that is. No football, free zone. Yeah, I'm only half watching it. Sort of on in the background. It's Portugal against Czech Republic. But I'm not massively into it. I like watching the England games, but or if there was any other European teams in it. Can you hear the sound of the football in the background? Let me know if you can and I'll turn it down. I shouldn't be able to. But I don't know. As my phone's quite close to the laptop. Anybody having a drink tonight? I'm on the Weinbacher Weiss beer at the minute. Aldi Jobby. £1.49. It's a nice beer though. Probably not for you though, Keith, because I'm guessing you don't get on well with wheat. And it's a wheat beer, so I think it's about time I was given a name other than pet sperm. I'm guessing that's my daughter. You called yourself pet sperm. I didn't call you, you nutter. I think it is anyway. Can't really see the picture, it's so small on my phone. Oh. Hey, what people? Hello, Daddy. Hello, darling. Oh, Keith, you been making any more of your opera videos, mate? on the old TikTok. Cheers, bro. How you doing, mate? I can't pronounce your name, unfortunately. But cheers to you, mate. Is that Russian? Is that a Russian name? God knows. Ukrainian, Russian, something like that. Oh, that first beer of the day's going down well. I didn't have no beers yesterday, so I'm kind of really fancying it tonight as well. Don't ever get many people in. It's a Tuesday night, isn't it? Cheeky Tuesday. But we'll see. It normally takes a while to build when I do it on the phone. Can't believe Ronaldo's playing. He's like 39. No Russian. Belarusian. Alright, mate. Fair enough. Near enough. Weren't far off, was I? Keith says, yeah, my son loved it. At least the bud is cheap. I can get it delivered for 15 quid with a fiver he gave me. Yeah, true. It was a short one because I've been shouting out. My son, oh God, he's been winding you up then. Yeah, that is a really nice beer, that Hertog Jan. It's a shame you can't get along with it, mate. That's why I bought another keg. I've already reviewed it, but this next keg is for leisure. I don't have to worry about reviewing it. I can just enjoy it. I've started buying a few doubles now and taking a break from the reviews because I've got a few beers in the fridge and that to catch up with. So taking a break from the old kegs. I think the missus is back. That's good because if the baby wakes up, I don't have to end it now because she's back. She's walking through the door in a minute. Jamie, what's in over doing, Jamie? All right, mate. Can't say I'm in Germany. It's so hot. Beer's going down fast. £1.50 a pint. Yeah. Carla wants to say hello. She's just back from dropping her boyfriend off.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darlings. Like, goodbye, darlings.
Trading Elks in. How you doing, Trading Elk? You alright? Everything alright?
Yeah, it's still alright.
Yeah, he hasn't woke up. He's fine. Tyler's watching the football in the front room. How you doing, Trading Elk, mate? Good to see you again, bud. So it's only £1.50 a pint in Germany. Bloody hell. Is that in the pub as well, Jamie?
You do what if I buy here? If you buy your hair?
Yeah. As long as it's not out here.
No, not in there.
Yeah, it should be alright. Let's do it away from the window, yeah? You might hear a bit of background hairdryer. Trading Elk currently enjoying a beer named 5.2 because it's alcohol percentage. Alright. Enjoy, mate. I've heard of 5 Point Brewing, but I'm not sure I've had that one. In the pub, Jesus, £1.50 a pint in the pub. Is it a German beer as well, Jamie? Fucking hell. In other words, cheap as shit. Yeah. Bloody hell. Oh, I should have got 2 beers out because I can't see this one lasting long. I pick up 6 cans for less than a... What? Jesus. What, in Germany, you can get 6 beers for €1. That's mental. I'd be pissed all the time. Literally wrote it as you said it. Yeah. Well, that's for that price. I'm not surprised you had the same reaction. 6 beers for £1. God, mate. Cheaper than water. See, they know how to treat their beer drinkers out there. They make such great beer and they can sell it for that cheap. That's absolutely insane. How can they sell it that cheap? That's crazy. I didn't realise it was that cheap in Germany. God, living in the wrong country. I'm moving to Germany. Yeah, innit? God damn. Well, money on save on beer. Are you Irish? I am. I'm part Irish. I'm quarter Irish. 1/8 Welsh and the rest English, I think. But I'm gonna have a DNA test done at some point to find out, just out of interest. But my granddad's Irish, so technically, if I was a footballer, not that that's ever gonna happen, I could play for Ireland. for the over 20 stone team. You're full on Irish. Oh, nice one, mate. Cheers, bud. Are you having a drink, mate, Morris? Keith says, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. I uploaded to Facebook. They only last on their short. They're supposed to happen. I don't go on Facebook much. I'm not sure if it was doing it right. If you did you do it as a reel, Keith? You have to on Facebook. They're called reels. Tom Brand, get a few bishop's fingers in for you've got a few bishop's fingers in. Nice, mate. I've not had that for a while. Is that the Shepherdine one? Is that Shepherdine? I think it's Shepherdine. Enjoy by Jamie Watton. It's a Germanly lager, Erdinger beer. It's fucking lovely, mate. Try my best to bring you some back. Erdinger lager. I've had Erdinger Weiss beer. Trading Elk. If I recycle 6 beers here, I get 60p. So how on earth do they manage to sell 6 cans of actual beer? Yeah, that is crazy, isn't it? And not crap beer either. It's unbelievable. Worst Lidl versus Aldi. You picking? I'm picking Aldi. Actually, I'm picking Aldi. Mainly because an Aldi is nearer to me. Lidl's a bit far away. And I don't know. I think I'm just more used to Aldi where it's closer. I think it's a little bit cheaper as well. Just a little bit cheaper than Lidl. But as far as beer goes, I suppose they're pretty close, aren't they? Maybe Lidl for beer because they tend to get more random stuff in, don't they? Lidl tend to do more like craft beer festivals and stuff like that. So if you're talking purely for beer, then Lidl, I suppose. No taxes here. Oh, Jesus. Shows you what a difference it makes. Lidl all the way. Yeah, if you're talking about beer, it's got to be Lidl with it. It's got to be. I mean, look at that box of Oktoberfest beers they brought out last year. Little things like that, you don't get that in Aldi. Oh, this is nice. The Aldi Weiss beer. Rheinbacher Weiss beer is nice. It's not bad. For a cheapo, it's not bad. Jamie, I'm off, mate. Catch up with you again. Have a nice beer. You too, Jamie. Have a wicked holiday, mate. Are you watching the football games, Jamie? He's out there in Germany. Obviously get good signal out there then. What country are you in right now? Right now I'm in England. Just outside London, in a place called Kent. Have you heard of it, mate, Morris? But I'm originally from London. But I've just got Irish family and Welsh family and Australian family. Kind of mad, isn't it? Are you in Ireland then, Morris? Definitely should have got another beer. I mean, if I don't want to get up, I could be lazy and pour one of the old perfect draft. Oh. But I fancy another Weiss beer. Sorry. I'm going to have one of the perfect drafts. The Hertog Jan Grand Pilsner. It's a lovely beer. If you guys ain't tried it, I highly recommend it. Glass is a bit dirty though. Oh well. Hopefully it's just the outside. Bit of muck on it. Oh, I thought Portugal scored then. It says feed groups or friends. What, a bit of that? Oh. So there's nothing in there. Try that, that's a wheat beer, you might like that one. But it's not the PD. It's just a bottle, that Aldi one. Did you like trying a bit of my beer? Do you like it? Mrs says, can I try a bit of your beer? She fucking damned it.
Only a little bit.
I know, I'll let you off. There wasn't a lot left, to be fair. Thankfully. I'm joking. Do you want one?
No, I'm going to buy a plate.
You can have one if you want.
Thank you.
Tell Lisa, hello darling, hello darling. The sky.
I bet say.
But she's now called Beer Monster's Pet Sperm. She's changed the name. Right, I'm just going to pour a quick beverage on the old perfect jar. It's the first pour of the keg, so I'm expecting it to be a lively one. To be honest with you, really, you're supposed to pour a bit through. In fact, I'll do that. I'll pour a little bit through. As you can see, foamy. I'll drink that bit. You could chuck it away, but that'd be a waste, wouldn't it? Oh yeah. Bosh. That'll do me. Oh. I forgot to turn the camera around. That'll do me nicely. Cheers, people. Bosh. The old Hertog Jan Grand Pilsner. It's a Dutch Pilsner. It's got a decent ABV for a lager, 5.7%. So it catches up with you after a few. And it doesn't taste 5.7 either, so you don't even respect it while you're drinking it really, as much as you should. It's one of them sort of ones, you know. Trading ilk. Just as with wine, you're not tasting beer until it hits your stomach. Zero waste, yes. I mean, some people tip that first little bit away. Nah, maybe if it's an actual keg in a pub, and yeah, you pour the first one off, didn't you? You don't need to do it on the PD though. DS is here, how are we doing, DS? I see your comment earlier on one of the videos. You sure are getting your money's worth out of the PD. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's getting constant use, don't worry about that, mate. Don't want to waste electric, do you know what I mean? Plugging it in if we're not going to use the thing. Especially with the price of electric now. Yeah, it's definitely getting a lot of love. In fact, it's really weird. Obviously, it's just like me being a bit superstitious. But a few times when I've done a review of a beer, like out of a can or a bottle, the machine, for no reason at all, it started making that noise, even though it's not in use. It's as if it's saying, "What are you doing to me?" It's like it gets jealous when I review beers that ain't on the PD. It's absolutely mental. It's happened when it happened once. I thought, "Well, shut up, what's that about?" But it's happened like 2 or 3 times now, and I'm thinking, does it actually know? Is the perfect draft getting jealous? I don't know. Maybe it is. God knows. The football, for anyone that cares, is still 0-0. Portugal and Czech Republic. Can't tell you how they're doing because I'm not watching it. It's just on in case, you know, any goals happen or whatever. But yeah, I can't tell you if it's exciting or not. But the next England game is on Thursday against Denmark, I believe. Who's only watching the football game? Have we got any predictions? For me, I hate our bloody manager. He's so boring. So I can't see us winning it. Just the fact we've got a good team and he's boring and don't take no risks. We'll probably go quite far, very boringly. We'll probably smash someone 4-0 or something, and everyone will get excited. And all of a sudden, everyone's car will have a flag on, everyone's window will have a flag hanging out of it. And as soon as we come up against one of the big boys, it'll be like, right, part the bus. And we'll all be disappointed as always. That's my prediction for the tournament in general. What a positive fellow I am, eh? But I've been done too many times, if you know what I mean, when it comes to thinking England are going to win. When we get a decent manager, that's when I think England are going to win. But I hope I'm wrong. Oh, that is lovely. I forgot how nice that is, actually. Hertog Jan, that is a really good beer. Really good. It's not my preferred sort of lager. I prefer more of a bitterness, bit of a bite on the end. This doesn't have that. And it's still really nice. It does have a gentle bitterness, but a beer I reviewed today was a Pilsner. I didn't have that bitterness. Bootlegger from Home Bargains, 99 pence a bottle. Bargain for 99p. If you've not tried that one, I've seen it in there a few times, and there's a geezer on the front of the bottle going like that. I was like, I always thought it was like a bit of a joke beer, so I never picked it up. And yeah, I picked it up the other day, and I'm glad I did because it's decent. Just seen the Sky van outside number 10. Hey! Sorting Rishi out with Sky TV. What an idiot that guy is. Seriously. Don't really like any of them. You having a beer tonight, Oliver? Trading Milk says, what's your opinion on sour beers? I've had a few. They were delicious, but didn't feel like I was drinking beer really. Uh, I'm not really a fan, if I'm honest. It's a weird one. Like, a sour beer is supposed to be sour. Some of the ones that ain't too sour I quite like, so I think that tells me that I'm not really a fan of the style. It's just, I think it's just when I drink a sour beer, something in my body tells me it's off. It's like it's just the way my body automatically reacts. It's like, why do you want to drink a sour beer? A sour note is normally something to tell you that something's not right, kind of thing, you know. But some people love the style. It's just not for me. Although I have drunk some sour beers that I've enjoyed, but it's quite rare. You know, it's quite rare for me to find one I like. I like trying them though, because occasionally I enjoy them, or if I don't enjoy them, I end up looking like a tit because I'm like. So yeah, they're a fun style to try, shall we say? And I'm sure if I try some more of them, I'll probably find a few that I like. You know, it's just a case of trying some more out and finding what works for me. I've not sort of explored the style enough. It's one of them styles I'd sort of avoid it a bit, you know what I mean? But at some point, I'll probably dive into it more. But I used to be like that with stouts, and now I like stout, particularly in the winter. So yeah, it shows you sometimes you just got to persevere a bit, and just there might be a particular type of sour beer that works for me. Yes, Adam, that noise happens to two of my fighters. It frightens me to death sometimes, especially when it's dead quiet. Yeah, yeah, it's quite loud late at night when it's just like for no reason. The Mersey cop bootlegger is real. He's the Wrexham. He's from Wrexham, taking Wrexham lagers to court apparently. Yeah, I know. I don't know much about him, but I've heard a little bit. I've not watched any of his stuff, but I did hear about him. He's taking them to court because they ain't been paying him for having his name on the beer. They had a deal or whatever, and he's not been getting paid. So yeah, I mean if that's true, that's a bit out of order, isn't it? Twenty cups. Oliver says now taking the rest of the month off, having a cup of tea, spot of tea. I don't mind a cup of tea. Gotcha. Kind of like blue cheese. Your body tells you to stay away, but some people can't. Yeah, yeah. I was the same with blue cheese. Funny enough, I couldn't eat it for that reason. Like I'm eating mould. It's wrong. But then I sort of got over it, and now I really like it. But it took me a bit of time with that as well. Bootlegger, I kept in being monster's pet sperm. I tried to change my name to Slow Cooked Jizz Nibbles, and it wouldn't let me. I wonder why. Jesus. Put music on charge. Just run out of gut. Oh, what's happening there? There we go. Oh, fucking hell. Little tangled up my wires. That's better. I was thinking about jumping on with Simo. I see Simo was on. But if I go on with Simo, I have to go on my laptop, and I wanted to watch the football. Although I'm not really watching it, so I probably should have just jumped on with him, shouldn't I? But it'd be a bit weird being on with Simo, doing a watch along of the game, and not being able to watch the game. Do you know what I mean? Because he's doing a watch along. Whereas I'm just doing a semi sort of watch along, not really caring, but it is on sort of thing, you know. The Mersey Cop subscribed. Thank you very much, Mersey Cop. I do appreciate it because we're getting very close to hitting 2,500 now. I think I'm 2,493 subscribers the last time I checked, which was just before the stream actually. So we might just get them 7 on today's live. You never know. You never know, it could happen. Probably not, but it could. It could. The hot lives are a bit hit and miss with subscribers. Sometimes YouTube like recommends you to a load of new people, and sometimes they don't. I've got 18 people in now, people. Thank you very much for joining. Ask me some questions. Do you like beer? If you're drinking a beer, what you're drinking, and smash the like button if you mind on your way in, because it helps the algorithms apparently. Anthony Bennett's just subscribed as well. Thank you very much, Anthony Bennett. I do appreciate it, mate. The channel, if you've just been randomly recommended it, it's predominantly about beer. I do beer reviews, just all sorts of beers, from the best beers in the world to your sort of home bargains, jobbies, and your sort of bargain busters that you find in like Lidl and Aldi. All parts of the spectrum, so to speak, from the cheapest of the cheap to the sort of, well, as dear as I can afford anyway. I did do a beer the other day that was £13 saying a can, but somebody sent that to me, which was very kind of them. And it was bloody nice, but so it should be, because £13 a can. You feel like, you know, you should be getting some sort of relief for that. That's crazy money, isn't it? For one beer. Michael Slocum, it's beer monster o'clock. Drinking no British brewed shit tonight. Hey, Michael. I'm drinking some Fest beer and little beer from Sainsbury's. Oh, nice, mate. Nice. What beers you got, Michael? I'm interested to know what ones you picked up. Saying about the crappy UK brewed stuff. The review I did today, Michael, sorry, was good. And it's a Welsh beer brewed in Wrexham called Bootlegger Pills, 99p in own bargains, and it's nice. It's very inoffensive. It just lacks something to make it stand out to like get a big score. But I think I gave it 8.5, something like that. For the money you pay, it's really good. Put it that way. Tom Brown Tiski is going down well. No, only 89p. Can reduce at one local. That's a bargain, mate, for Tiski. I'm quite partial to a Tiski myself, actually. You know, it's not one of the best beers in the world or nothing like that, but as far as a beer you can pick up in most shops, it's normally one of the better lager options, isn't it? Unless you're going somewhere where they sell German stuff or something like that. It's a nice, easy drinking beer, isn't it? No nasties in it. No sort of horrible UK brewed swamp water taste to it. It really winds me up when they're like that. It's weird. The football's on, the sounds are really quietly in the background, and I've only heard 3 words the whole time, and every time it's been Ronaldo. So as soon as he gets the ball, the commentators are like, Ronaldo! But yeah, everything else I can't hear. This is dangerous. This Hertog Jan Grand Pilsner. It's 5.7%. That's a strong lager, isn't it? And it just don't taste it. Put a lace in that on the glass. Look at that. It's a sign of a quality beer. That when it's sort of you get all that shit left over, you don't know what lacing is. That's a sign of a good beer. Especially on the perfect draft, you get that a lot. Although even some crap beers do it on a perfect draft, like Tennant's I had the other day. God dear, who's tried Tennant's? I couldn't drink it. I had to let me daughter and my missus have the rest of it. I just couldn't stomach it. It is like, I can see why. I didn't know at the time when I reviewed it, but a lot of people call it the Welsh Carlin. I can see why. I can relate to that. I don't think it's quite as bad as Carlin, because Carlin is bloody awful. Ugh. Anthony Bennett says, have you tried Impossibrew? Be interested on your thoughts. No, I haven't, mate, actually. I've not heard of it. Is that a craft beer, Anthony? I've not even heard of it. When it comes to craft beer, I've not tried a massive amount of them. I do the odd one, but I tend to do a lot of lagers really, because it seems to relate to more people. I think a lot of people drink lager, didn't they? And not so many people into other stuff, which is a shame. Because I'm going to start doing some more real ales than that again. Because sometimes, you know, doing a little review, the odd person that only drinks lager might try a real ale and stuff like that. And I don't want real ale to die out. So I feel like as a reviewer, I've got to do the odd real ale. I like them as well. It took me a while to get into them though, I must admit. Same as a lot of things, you don't always instantly fall in love with the first thing you try. And that was like me with real well. I had to try a few of them before I realised that, oh, the ones I didn't like them because they're just shit. And then I had a good one, and I was like, oh, you know, it's because they were crap. Michael said, Ryan Stefano, that's a cracker. Francis Guy, another cracker. Spawn and Streddam, Shredder Galicia, Schneider Weiss, yeah, I've got a glass of that. And St. Austell Hicks, Victorian. Oh, mate, nice little selection there. Nice, varied little selection. A couple of German ones, a bit of Spanish. Enjoy, mate. Okay, says, next time I do a tick, I'll sing to them all to go to check the beer monster out on YouTube. But only my voice. Yeah, right, Keith, cheers, mate. Appreciate that. I just found Guinness, loving it. You just found, what do you mean you just found Guinness Wilco? Like you just tried it or just got into it? Or did you randomly find a can that you didn't know you had? What exactly do you mean by that, mate? Michael Sogan says the Fest beer from Aldi, Lidl, sorry. Oh, yeah. I need to go to Lidl on the 20th, hopefully. I'll have to ask the Mrs. Nicely if she'd take me because I can't drive because of my sleep apnea. But apparently on the 20th they're getting a load of new stuff in. Dragon Brits in, evening all. Cheers, mate. BOSH. How you doing, Dragon? You having a beer tonight? Or are you watching the football? I've got it on in the background, but I'm just sort of like, you know, having a little glance every now and again. Every now and again I hear Ronaldo and have a look. But it's funny how the commentators don't shout out anyone else's name like that. Andy Bennett, Impossible Brew, non-alcoholic beer, however, gives you the buzz of beer, a decent flavour. That sounds really interesting, actually, Andy. Impossible Brew. So, how does it give you the buzz of a beer then, if it doesn't have alcohol in? That sounds really interesting. I'm gonna have to remember to check that one out, mate. Impossible Brew. I've not heard of it, but I'm interested in the bit you said about it gives you the buzz of a beer. I'm just wondering how it does that. Wilco went to Ireland, never had before, was drinking it all 8 a.m. with breakfast. Hello, darling, how can I help you? I'll have a fry up in a pint of Guinness and a fry up. Yes, mate, that's how you do it. Dip your toast in it. Fair play, Wilco, mate. Drinking Guinness at 8 a.m. in the morning. Well, it tastes a bit like coffee. Be fair, if you had to drink a beer that early, it'd definitely be one of the better options. Tom Brand. What are your thoughts on people who add a splash of lime to their lager during all months? I'm totally against it. It's not for me. It's not for me. But people that add a splash of lime that drinking things like Carlin and Bud and Coors and Foster's and Stella and what's the other one called? Madry, Beer Moretti, any of them beers, I can understand why, because they're fucking horrible. And they've got that horrible, arseholey, metally taste to them. So I couldn't blame anybody for doing that, to be honest with you. Because some pubs only sell shit beer. But some people just don't like beer. but they still want to drink beer, and they have to sort of add lime and stuff to it to make it drinkable for them, or it can just be because they've not tried a good beer. My mate has just come back from Belgium and brought back some 5.2 Stella and some Jupiler. So heading them all in BOSH. Oh, mate, me and my daughter, who's named Beer Monster's Pet Sperm in the chat right now. She probably don't remember, but when you was round on Sunday, we slaughtered a keg of that Jupiler pills in a couple of hours. Yeah, it went down very well, shall we say? Yeah, it didn't even get a chance to get down to temperature. It just got smashed. I was like, Jesus. We finished off the tenants, well, she did, and the missus. Then I had a couple of pints of left summer to get through because I was storing it in the fridge because I wasn't keen on it. We finished that off, and then we just slaughtered that Jupiler. It tasted so nice having gone from the tenants to that. It was like it just reinforced how crap tenants is when you put a decent keg on after. It's just, yeah. What's your go-to pint in your local? It's a bit nutty. Now, to be honest with you, I don't really go to the pub. My local is just, it's one of them sort of clicky pubs, you know. I don't like it. It's just, you know, you've got to be in the in crew. Little things that piss me off, like you're waiting for a beer, but then one of the people that drinks up there daily comes to the bar and they get served before you. And I don't like shit like that. You know, that's not what barmaids should do, is it? And, nah, I just think, fuck you. I remember. Keith Thomas, yeah, I think that's me, Adam. I love blackcurrant in my lager. Add a bit of taste to the bud. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. If you're drinking a shit beer like Bud, sometimes you you got to do something to make it better in you. So I get it in some cases. Like that's why people add like, well, me personally, I don't like adding fruit to beer. If I was gonna, I'd rather add real fruit, like an actual wedge of lemon or lime, and squeeze it and then pop it in there, like people do with the Corona and that. Just that citrus can sometimes cut through a nasty beer's aftertaste. I would have done that with the tenants if I had any lime or lemons in, but I didn't. Right, here we go. Anthony Bennett says Impossible alcohol alternative made from a blend of science-backed ingredients designed to replicate the sensory and social relaxing experience of drinking. Well, if that works, that could be that guy who come up with that. He could be a billionaire, couldn't he? Especially if it's not bad for you, or as bad for you as alcohol. He could be really onto something there, couldn't he? Hard nuts. Yeah, she's on about a character I play on some of my shorts I used to play, but YouTube didn't like it, shall we say. I used to play some characters on my shorts, and one of them was called So Solid Hard Nuts, and he just thought he was the bollocks, basically. He loved swearing, smoking, and drinking, putting fags out on his nipples and stuff. It's old shorts of me from about a year and a half, 2 years ago, doing shit like that on YouTube. But my nipple's fully recovered since. I could bring him back, but I'd have to think of a way of doing it without swearing, and I just done a bit of work. First thing he used to say at the start of every video was, "Hello, you fucking dirty slags." And there's like YouTube has these certain rules. You can't swear within the first 8 seconds of a video. Otherwise, they will not push it at all. So yeah, that was just the whole concept, because that was his like token thing right at the start of every video. Hello, you fucking dirty slags. Yeah, and I didn't know at the time that you couldn't do that. So yeah, I mean, bloody washing machines. There's like a tractor. Can you hear that in the background? Jesus. I think the legs need levelling out. 2 cigs, a can of Coke and some gum works well. I'm really interested whether that beer actually does anything, you know. I'm about to try and remember. That's the thing with me, remember about it. Comment on one of my videos or something, if you don't mind. And just say, and they just say, remember to try that impossible brew thing. Because then tomorrow when I get up, I'll see I've got a comment there and I'll be like, oh yeah, I've got to check that out. And I'll actually look into it. Because I'd be interested in, I could do a live, couldn't I, and sort of get loads of it and see if it actually does anything. Yes, Adam, there's virtually no taste to bud. I had to add a bit of Ribena because it's smooth to go down. It seems to suit me, hardly any gas. Well, is your vape a landline, not a mobile? Looks like a sheesh thing, doesn't it? No, it's just nearly dead. It's nearly dead. There's like a light on it. When you take a pull, it's red. When it's got full battery, it's green. When it's sort of half, it lights up blue. And when it needs charging, it's red. And it's red at the minute. So it's sort of, it's quite clever. What it does is like, when it's on green, and you've got good battery level, it vapes to like maximum, like higher wattage. And as you start running out of battery, it slowly decreases the amount of wattage so you don't get caught short if you're out and about, sort of thing. But when it goes down to red, it'll still work for quite a while, but it works on a really low wattage just so it'll last you till you get in, kind of thing. Sounds like drag queen racing around on a Tesla mode. I'll go in the kitchen in a minute and it'll be in my fridge or something. Watch machine. Half time 0-0. Well, I ain't missed much so far, have I? You know. I've got to just nip to the fridge and get another vein back of ice beer. One of them ones, one of them bad boys. I love men. Message removed. Why did that get removed? Well, that's up to you, mate, innit? If you love men, fair play. Right, 2 secs. Just fancy another couple of ice beers. I'm better on this time. We've got 2. BOSH. I love women. I love attack helicopters. Oh, I nearly poured it in my lager glass. Don't want to do that. Give it a swirl. For those who don't know, most you probably do. If you're drinking a wheat beer, when you get to the bottom, give it a swirl because all the yeast sticks to the bottom of the bottle, and that gives you flavour and more haze. And believe me, on some beers, not so much this one to be fair, some wheat beers it makes a huge difference. You're like, oh, I'm not too keen on that, and then you put the bottom bits in, and it's like a different thing beer. Some of them, like Franziskaner, don't really do it, but it's still good without it. But some of them, it like transforms the beer. Discuss England in playing. We would have scored what was a goal in the first 8 to 12 minutes. You love trains. Cause There we go, got a nice big head on that. Just needs a flake, doesn't it? I do like a nice big head on with ice beers though. It looks really dull and ugly, but it doesn't to me. I'm saying it looks like it to you. It's weird. To me, it looks really orange and nice, but on camera, it looks shit. It looks a bit weird. That's a bit more orange, but it's way more orange than that to me. It's strange. Some beers, they look so different on camera. Obviously, it's all to do with lighting and that, but it looks like a different beer. I'm looking at it, and I look at it on the camera, and yeah, weird. Just wants to be dark on camera. I'm not sure what you meant by that, Michael, about discuss England in play. Who would have scored? Anthony Bennett says, did you know a ripe banana can contain 0.2% ABV? Gonna need a few bananas though to get pissed, didn't you? I did hear something about that, and didn't they also have bleeding radiation in them or something as well, I heard. Funny, isn't it? Also, I can remember as a kid, things to do when you're young. I think as a teenager, and me and my mate either read or heard from somewhere that you can get high from smoking banana peel, like the inside bit, you know, like the bit that sticks to the peel. You just scrape it off and you boil it and dry it out or something, and you can get high from smoking it. We tried it, and I think it went wrong or something, but, but apparently that's a thing as well. You can do something to bananas. I think that's going to be on YouTube now. How to get high off bananas. It could have just been something someone made up. I don't know. I've never looked into it to be honest, but I just remember doing it once when I was a teenager, trying to get high off smoking banana skins. Bleeding now. Those were the days. Oh, it's going down so nice, that is. As much as I like that, the Hertog Jan Grand Pilsner. Depends what mood you're in, doesn't it? I think I quite like my first few beers being a Weiss beer and then changing, because they're quite heavy, aren't they? After a few, changing to the lager. But that's just me. Still in the red. Michael says, quite simply, really, if England played well, we would have scored a goal in the first 8 to 12 minutes. We're that good, just winning the trophy, a different story. I think it's the manager. For me, it's the manager. We've got really exciting young squad, full of attacking talent. If anything, our weakness is probably our defence, I would say. And perhaps the keeper. Midfield and strikers, no, really good attacking players. So for me, play attacking. I've heard you could get high off toe jam. Never tried it myself. Toe jam. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke my toe jam. Get well high. Do you want some? That's after 3 weeks of out washing. Cool, yeah, that's good shit. Yeah, I don't know. I just like to see a manager that goes for it and go out, but think, oh yeah, we were the better team there. We were all over them. We just got unlucky, rather than just like, oh, we went out because they're just boring and didn't even go for it. Talking dynamite, that's why it don't make sense half the time. No worries, bud. Yeah, that's what Keith does, and it's a little bit hit and miss. Sometimes it nails it, and sometimes it's like, I did not say that. It's still half time. Any predictions for Thursday's match against Denmark? You need to dry the banana skins out for it to work. Oh. Yeah, I remember we boiled them, and then we like. I remember scraping the stuff out, boiling them, and I think we was, the drying out part. I think we didn't let it dry enough because it was being impatient or something like that. You know, a big up Weatherspoons for cheap as chips drinks. Michael Ferreton. You Weatherspoons out there, mate? Watching the live. Yeah, it's a funny one, Weatherspoons, because let's face it, people go there because it's cheap booze, and you can't blame them. But it also kind of kills off the proper pubs, doesn't it? Because everybody goes to Weatherspoons and they can't afford to sell the beer as cheap as Weatherspoons because they can't afford to buy it in as big a bulk as Weatherspoons can. Because obviously, with anything like in trading, like the more of something you buy, the cheaper they sell it to you. And where Weatherspoons have got like hundreds of pubs all over the country, they can get it at like the lowest price and sell it at the cheapest price. Whereas the normal pubs, they just can't compete, can they? I mean, the only thing I don't like about Weatherspoons, though, well, most of them, from the ones I've been to, there's no music, there's no TVs. When I go in there, you see like people just sitting there on their phones or like going out for a meal, and they're all just like that. There's no atmosphere. You got cheap drink, but you just haven't got that pub atmosphere, have you? So like, if I've got the money, I'd rather go somewhere else where there's a bit of an atmosphere going on. England 2-0, says Tom. That's not a bad shout. I don't know. I hope that we come out better, look better against Denmark. I think Serbia are probably the hardest team in that group. I fall asleep at the bar. Are you even allowed to stand at the bar in Weatherspoons? I think some of them you're not. But I think that's another reason why they can sell the beer so cheap, because they don't have the license for like TV and music and all that. So that just saves them more money, which means they can make the beer even cheaper. Beer Monster. How you doing, Ibex? DMB? Bosh. Good to see ya. How you keeping? Yeah, thought I'd pop on for a little chat on Cheeky Tuesday. I will be on Friday, and I'm going to do my laptop on Friday as well. Good, brother. Are you having a beer, Bex? Weatherspoons and Wolverhampton now has TVs, really? Do they have Sky in that as well then, Tom? Michael says, oh, he fall asleep at the bar. I read that one already, didn't I? It's that Hertog Janet catches up with you, see? No beer for me, mate. Oh, you're not even drinking and you still popped in to say hello. Are you watching the football, Bex? I've got it on my laptop in the background, but I'm hardly watching it. Just smoke some weed instead. I can't. It makes me paranoid. I used to love it, but oh, Keith Thomas says I forgot to tell you about them when they were on about cashless society last time. I gave my daughter £5 cash for the fare, and the driver told her that they're phasing out cash to pay for fare. God help us, Jesus. The thing is, the second we go to bank only, card only, the government's got you by the balls then, because they know how much money everyone's got, and I think that's what they want. That's why there's a push for it. They can already look in your bank accounts without your permission. That's wrong, isn't it? They shouldn't be allowed to do that. They should not be allowed to do that. Yes, mate, Sky Sports News, so you can at least watch the footy results. Oh, fair enough. Why is it not coming off the red? when I was a kid, I was always watching Sky Sports News because we didn't have the sports channels. So it's just like on a Saturday when the Premier matches are on, just sitting there watching the scores, hoping your team does all right. What am I drinking? In a minute, I'm drinking a Weinbacher Weiss beer, but I've also been drinking off the old PD Hertog Jan Grand Pilsner, 5.7% Dutch Pilsner. Very nice. And a nice kebab earlier as well. Me and Mrs. and all the kids and my daughter's boyfriend all had that German doner kebab. Nice, but not that big. And the chicken doner's better than the beef doner. They don't do lamb doner, they do beef doner. You're a West Ham fan, being monster. No, I'm Arsenal, but West Ham's my second team. I've actually been to more West Ham games than I have Arsenal. Funny enough, I've not been to an Arsenal game, but I've been to a lot of West Ham games because I used to get to go for free because growing up as a kid, one of my friends had a disabled dad, and he was a hammer for life. So he got to have two people to help him get there and back, and one of them was his son, and he used to take me along. Back in the day of Paolo Di Canio and all that. We used to go to all the West Ham matches. But that was at Upton Park, not their new stadium. We're like miles away from the action. Back then at Upton Park, where he's disabled, you get the seats right at the front. And we was normally near the corner flag. And like literally, if you get the players to high five you, because you're that close to them. Some of them did. Some of them were just rude. The new stadium, yeah. Free stadium. Apparently they got it for free, didn't they? New stadium is at Patron Upton Park. I've not been to a match at the new stadium because this was like when I was growing up, sort of thing. I ain't been to a West Ham game for years. I know that my mate got. I don't know if anyone remembers him, but there's a player called Sebastian Schemmel. I think he was a left back or right back. He got his shirt. Are you West Ham then, Bex? Second half just kicked off. Be interesting to see. Well, this is what I don't like about Ronaldo. I'm not going to talk about football too much, but he's 39. Realistically, he's not going to last 90 minutes, is he? But he'll probably insist on staying on because that's the way he is. He's not really a team player, is he? Really, they should bring on someone younger at about the 50th, 60th minute maybe. He's 39 years old. He's older than me. It's nice on the eye, but Upton Park is iconic. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's not so good for the fans though, is it? It's further away from the action, and that's what you want when you go and see your team. You want to be able to see them, don't you? I'm Wolves. Been to both grounds, mate. Upton Park was well moody. Got beat up twice back in the day. Jesus. Yeah, they're a bit rough, aren't they? To West Ham fans. I don't know. Thinking of West Ham, Czech Republic, who are playing at the minute, have got a West Ham player, Souček. I recognise him. So, anybody got any exciting plans for the weekend? Anybody having a drink on the weekend or anything like that? We ain't got nothing planned yet, I don't think. But I'm hoping we do something this weekend. We've not done something for the last few weeks. LED's in the house. How you doing, LED? How you doing, mate? Are you having a beverage tonight? Or are you watching the footy? I've got it on in the background. Uh, yeah, I'm not really watching it. I just, like I say, just hear Ronaldo get shouted out every now and again. I've not heard it for a while though. Is he still on? There's one. Who do you guys think a team that's going to do well, not necessarily win it, but who people wouldn't really think are going to do well? Anybody got a team like that that you think might get to the final or the semis or something that maybe people would never expect? Don't mean to sound like a sexist bigot, but female commentators on football and rugby does my head in. How dare you, lady? You sexist brute. I'm planning on getting a Hawkston, really enjoying them more than I thought. They're really good. I want to get it on the PD, as they do it on the PD. But I've really, my a father-in-law brought me 12 bottles from Amazon. I think it was for Easter, randomly. And I reviewed one of the bottles, but obviously I drank the rest of them. And it's a cracking beer. It's just not very cheap, is it? But it's definitely good quality. Keith Thomas, I'm on tea. I'm on the tea tonight, Adam, after having a pint and a half of of what? Keith, can't leave me like that on a cliffhanger. Good old tea. I like tea, but I like strong tea. I often use 2 tea bags. Is that weird, or does anybody else use 2 tea bags? I only like a little bit of milk, and I like it strong. I think a lot of it's laziness. I don't want to leave the tea bag in there for 5 minutes. So I'll just get 2 of them, and then you can do it in a minute. Sort of. Tea's well cheap compared to coffee. It's fine. Coffee's bloody expensive now, isn't it? Especially for decent coffee. You can tell the owner was big on German lager because it's that good quality. Really? Yeah, I mean it is a good beer. I've heard, well, from Paul from Rate My Beer, that it's a bit on PD. Says like you get a really good keg and then you get one that's not so good. So he reckons they've got some issues with like quality control or something like that. But he also said that about Stella Unfiltered as well. My keg I had of Stella Unfiltered was fine, but he said like you get a great keg and then you get a really iffy one sometimes, which ain't good to hear. But whether it's true or not, I don't know. Because sometimes I think you're just not in the mood for it. Keith Thomas, that was sent without me pressing anything. Lol. I meant to say, after having a pint and a half of that Jan, it fucked me up. It does, mate. It's 5.7% Hertog Jan Grand Pilsner, and you went to order the normal one, but you got given the Grand Pilsner, and that's 5.7. That's a strong lager. And it doesn't taste strong. That's the problem. So you drink it like it's 4% or something, and you're like, wait, hang about. It creeps up on you because it's got all the things that make lager smashable about it. But it's 5.7, not like 4 or 5%. And that extra point 0.7 really does make a difference. It's a tiny brewery. They've had to outsource the premium Hawkson because they can't keep up with the demand. Wow. That don't surprise me though, especially when you think like they sell a lot of it on Amazon, and Amazon's like loads of people use Amazon. And then they're doing perfect draft kegs and that. That's 10.5 pints per keg, and then they're also selling it on tap in certain pubs and that as well. That's a lot for a little brewery to cope with, isn't it? But that could perhaps be where the quality issue comes in, Ali do. Perhaps if you get it from one of the local source breweries, perhaps it's not got that same care and attention. I don't know. Could be a thing though, couldn't it? But it's a shame, like you can't go walk into your supermarkets and buy stuff like that. Actual decent UK brewed lager that's brewed on bloody farms, you know. All the ingredients and that will come from the farms and stuff. Could be, that's very true. Yeah, but that's what I've heard. It's very good, but a little bit inconsistent.
This is the longest game that's been 0-0, hasn't it?
Yeah, still 0-0, boy. Are you watching it? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Ronaldo playing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He skilled that one down, down left.
Has he not been taken off yet? Because he's about 90 years old in football years.
No, he ain't been took off yet.
No. Right, go and enjoy the game, Tom.
Yeah.
Bed after that though, because you got school tomorrow.
Yeah.
Letting him stay up late because he's watching the Euro games, the late kick-off ones. He's not really into football, but he watched. What was it? It surprised me because the England game was on when he was playing his PlayStation. There was a game on last night, the France game, and he started watching it because I told him it's bedtime, but if he wants to watch the football, he can stay up. So he didn't really want to watch the football, but it was like, oh yeah, I want to watch the football. And he actually got into it, and he was really rooting for, I forget who they were playing, the underdog. And he was like, oh, he was really annoyed after. He was like, I really wanted them to win because France are way better, but they played really well and stuff like that. And today he come up to me and went, who's playing tonight? I want to watch it. He was excited to watch it again. He don't know the players and all that, apart from Ronaldo. Exactly, a lot of these companies hate Clarkson though, so they probably refuse to stock it. Yeah, possibly. I've never really been I've never really been into cars, so I've not watched Top Gear and all that. The only thing that I've watched from is Clarkson's Farm. Just I watched season 2, but I didn't watch the first season. And he seems like a nice enough bloke. He seems like a proper lad. I don't know why people don't like him, but then he might be different on other programs. I don't know. That's how you get started into football. He'll be watching Arsenal with you next season. Yeah, maybe. But he's literally watching the game now, and he's come out to sort of tell me how it's going and that. So he don't support Portugal or Czech Republic. He's just watching it as a game of football. I think he wants to see a goal though, because he was like, this there's no goals in this game. I mean, he's had Arsenal shirts and that, but he's never been interested really. It's just been me forcing him into it, I suppose. But he's getting that bit older now. Like Callum's a bit older, he's into football. But it's weird, he's into football, like he plays FIFA and that, and he knows a lot about all the players and that, but you think he'd be in the front and watching the game, and he's not. That's what I find unusual. I think it's because he's quite blunt. Says what he thinks. And as you know these days, saying what you think is frowned upon. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? You can't say what you think, can you? Not if it offends anyone. It's a load of bollocks, really, isn't it? Everything. If you don't agree with anyone, it's got some sort of word, whether it's homophobic, rapist, racists, fucking rapist. I'm pretty sure everyone disagrees with rape. Jesus. I don't think that one's up for debate. Fucking hell. That's what the Hertog Jan does to you, Keith. Alright, I'm just going to go for a quick piss. I'll be back in 2 minutes, people, yeah? Oh, and think about some questions from us. I'm gonna come back. Let's get this chat flowing. You enjoying it again, yeah? You're watching the game on Thursday night.
Not enough fizz on it. Bit central as well. Keeper did well, comfortable. Conditions getting trickier. I think the worse conditions get, the more technical the one might. And although the ground gives you a slick surface and should be conducive to better football, it's really bad and gets much worse. It becomes difficult.
When the new season starts, you can watch Arsenal games if you want. You get to know the players and that. You enjoy it. You up for that? Yeah, boy. Funny enough, Ali, what you were just saying about him getting into football, he said he wants to watch the Arsenal games with me next season. All your usuals are watching the football or freaking Love Island. Rapist. Casey Hannah's in. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing good, Casey. I just had one when I went to the toilet a minute ago, Casey. Sort of went for a piss and then I sort of strained for the piss to come out. A little fart popped out. It was quite a nice one, actually. I'm drinking Franziskaner. Not Franziskaner, that's the glass. I'm not that rich. I'm drinking Rheinbacher Weiss beer from Aldi. And on my baby, I've got the Hertog Jan Grand Pilsner. A 5.7% special. So I'm sort of, I've had a few of the Weiss beers. And a few of the Hertog Jans. And after this Weiss beer, I'm going to switch back to the Hertog Jan. Just mix it up a little bit. Mix it up, oh yeah now. Keith Thomas says, yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you, them when I first done my TikTok, I mentioned man boobs and I had a warning. That's why I don't do TikTok, Keith. Because they ban on with bloody videos. And I have to appeal them, and sometimes they give them back, sometimes they don't. By the time they give it back to you, it's like 3 days later and the video's lost all its traction. It's just annoying. TikTok's hard work. It's really easy to do well on there. I don't make no effort of it. They've got like 7,000 subscribers. But it's like, I don't know, full of little kids and all that, isn't it? Most, all the little kids subscribe to everyone and like everything, but it don't mean they actually watch. And was your gas stinky? It was a bit nutty, Jennifer. A bit nutty. Although I've had trap wind for ages, finally the trap wind's gone. You know that day when you're recovering from trap wind and you're like, oh yeah. It relieves all that pressure. That was the day that was.
The one in white scored.
The one in white scored. Oh, it's not even happened on it yet. Oh, apparently there's a goal going in. Oh, good goal. Cheers for letting me know. The TV's about 30 seconds ahead, I think, because you come out here and it's just gone in there.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo looks very pissed off, which is good to see.
Yeah, very good.
Czechoslovakia have just scored a banger against Portugal, and Ronaldo looks like he's going to cry. He's thinking 39, even though I'm probably not good enough to be in the team. Because of all I've done for football, I'm going to make him put me in and try and win an international trophy. they've had more rain in Germany today than what we have. It's like winter WC. Say what's going on. Keith Thomas, seriously, no way. Was your gas stinky? Yeah, it was. Hello, darlings. TN Bilal. Hello, the beer monster. I am from India in Tamil Nadu. Welcome to you, mate. Cheers to you from India. Bosh. Did you actually live in India then? Are you drinking any Indian beer tonight? What a goal by... Yeah. Could be an upset here. I mean, Portugal are heavy favourites. I'm simple-minded, Adam. It's so bloody easy to just press one or two things and it's done. My daughter calls me everything. Jim D, bonjour. I take it you're French, Jim D. Bonjour to you in France, mate. Are you having a beverage tonight? You want a Kronenberg Blanc? Keith Thomas, especially when I send them all to friends. I think they're brilliant, Keith. If you ain't seen Keith Thomas's TikTok, he's just getting into TikTok and he's got the most amazing voice. He shocked me because he sort of said, oh yeah, I've been doing a bit of TikTok for the kids and that. And yeah, just having a bit of a mess about it. So I added him on TikTok and I was watching the videos. He sounds like bloody Pavarotti. Right, his voice is spot on. Harry's not famous for like having a voice like that. Jeez, it's crazy what the talent that man's got. On McCartney's. I mean, opera's not really my thing, but I know when someone's got a bloody good voice, and Jesus, has he got a good voice. On McCartney's. Go on, Jim. TN, you drink what brand? At the minute, I'm drinking, this is just a Weinbacher Weiss beer. It's like a German style wheat beer. I'm also drinking Hertog Jan Grand Pilsner on the beer machine, perfect draft beer machine. That's a Pilsner, 5.7% Dutch Pilsner. Posh, very posh. Nah, it's not really a posh. Stella, posh. Oh, he's on the Stella. Go on. You can't say Czechoslovakia anymore, Ed. They are both separate countries now. Slovakia beat Belgium. So what are they called then? CSC. I'm gonna get cancelled now, aren't I?
Yeah, someone got kicked in the head by a red.
Someone's got kicked in the head apparently by a Portugal player.
Yeah, Portugal.
Thanks for the update, Tyler.
I am not.
He's a little football reporter. He comes in, lets me know if anything interesting's happened.
Yeah,
Somebody's got kicked in the head. I want one. I want that one beer. What, this one? It's nice. It's nice and hazy. TN, do you drink Bagala beer, mate? I had it in Indian curry house the other day. Yeah, getting kicked in the head don't sound too fun, does it? Mbappe got his nose broke last night. I see that. Higher T monster. Yeah, he's a little. He's the what's that guy's name? Who done the? I didn't see it. Oh, his name's gone from my head. Mark Namara, is it? He's actually in there watching. I'm surprised he's not even into football. But these Euros, I think, are going to be the thing that gets him into football. Because he's just chose to sit there and watch the game. And literally, something exciting happens. He comes out and he's like, dad, 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 dad. It's good to see, actually. It's really nice to see. Just see him falling in love with the beautiful game. I used to be like when I was a kid. I'm not that into it anymore. How long my voice holds up, Adam, God knows. I mean, he's 63 years old. He sounds like bloody Pavarotti. It's absolutely nuts. It's like a great setup, micro pub. I'm in the Beer and Monster Arms. The customers are all. I don't know. It's not a great setup, mate. I tried to make it look like a great. It's just a shelf with a few like Oktoberfest beers on, bit of LED lights. Last order's bell, which was sent to me by one of my subscribers, which I absolutely love. BOSH. A few little beer signs and that. Nothing special. I'm actually on my dining room table where we had dinner and that. I haven't got the room to sort of make a bar or nothing, unfortunately. Maybe one day when all the kids grow up and have a bit more room in the household. Who knows? Who knows? If the channel's still going then, if anybody still cares about beer. By then, maybe nobody's allowed to drink beer anymore. You never know these days, yeah. People ain't allowed to smoke in pubs and all that, are they? Beer ban, is that coming next? Hello, bro, I like you more. Which country, bro?
Portugal scored.
Portugal scored. Really?
Yeah.
It's not happened yet for me. Was it Ronaldo?
I don't have a clue.
Right, let's see. Portugal just scored. It's about to happen any time. I think he's about 30 seconds ahead in the front room. Please don't be Ronaldo.
Yes, there.
Otherwise he breaks the record for being the oldest ever player. Another thing for him to brag about.
Look there.
Oh.
Yeah,
Was that an own goal?
no, it's 21, I think.
Looked like an own goal. I'm not too sure. But I've scored. Just wait for the replay. 1 second, people. So I know not everyone's into the football. But I've just equalised. The Czech Republic fans look like they're going to cry. Oh, the keeper messed up, didn't he? I think.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, it was an own goal. That's quite a bad one, actually. Oh, so Bernardo Silva's crossed it in. Some black fella, I'm not sure his name, might be Rafael, I'm not sure, has headed it towards the keeper, and then one of the defenders kicked it in past the keeper. You talking is very cute, badly. Very cute. Is it the titties?
Play anything again.
Which country? Good shot. I'm from England, mate. Czech Republic, or as northern Czechoslovakia. Time, please. Superb. Yeah, one of my subscribers sent that to me. Morgan, his name is. And I absolutely love it. When he said he's sending me a last orders bill, I thought it was going to be like a little pan shop ring me for beer. But that thing, he got it from a special website. It's personalised and everything. It says on it, to the beer monster, never stop doing what makes you happy, from Morgan. And it had like the receipt in there in case there was any problems or whatever. 70 quid. 70 quid he paid for that bell. I couldn't believe it. What a nice guy. It's nice to have a great friend just like you. Thank you, Casey. You should defo take a holiday to Czech and Germany when you have the chance. Both great countries, and not just a beer. I also recommend Hungary. Oh, I'd really love to travel the world one day. That's like on my bucket list. If I'm still able to by the time all the kids have moved out, definitely. Well, not even as such. We're actually thinking about having a cheeky one next year if we can afford it. We're in the process of applying for the passports now. I'm doing something next year. Mrs. just says she wants to go somewhere hot apart from that. She's not particularly fussed where. And ideally with a good swim pool. Keith Thomas says, I wish I had concentrated on my education when I was young. Instead of chasing the girls, chasing a bit of skirt, or fucking around. Should have gone to music. So you should have done, mate. Seriously, you've got an absolute fucking amazing talent there. You show on your place. The keeper should have caught that. Butterfingers, yeah, dodgy, wasn't it? It was just a dodgy goal. They must be gutted. Yeah, if you've not seen Keith Thomas, put a link in, Keith, if there's anyone wants to see it. But he's yeah, it really impressed me, his voice. He proper got one of them big, like he hits them Pavarotti notes like it's like if he was on Britain's Got Talent or something, he would smash it. Absolutely smash it. The man has got an incredible voice. I'm surprised that you haven't blown up on TikTok yet. Keep making videos, Keith. Right? Let me give you a bit of advice here, Keith. Right? Get rid of all the fancy effects. Get rid of the beard. Get rid of everything, and just sing a song and put it on TikTok. I bet you it does really well. Whatever song one of your favourites, just sing like maybe 30 seconds of it or a minute of it. Right, without all the fancy stuff, no effects, just you, the camera, singing, taking it seriously, and I bet you that video takes off like crazy, because your voice is absolutely out of this world. And I think all the fancy effects and the fancy fake beards and that, they're funny, but they're taken away from your talent. And also, they're making it seem like it's not you singing, because you've got so many effects on. I thought it wasn't your real voice. I thought you was just basically doing a voice over a Pavarotti, because that's how good you are. I thought you was literally just miming to his song. And I think if you get rid of all that, you know, and then just make a video, and people will see it's your voice. And I honestly think you're going to go mad on TikTok, mate. Give it a try. Well, I don't know if all these little kids are really into opera, but do it, Ad. You can get really cheap flights on the off season. Yeah, we really, really want to. I've not been away since I was 15, Annie D. The kids have never been abroad, so it's just one of them things where we want to have that family holiday before they're all grown up, you know. I'm not sure how to do that. I'll just give my name. How to do what? I mean, like, you know, like the flowers and the beard and all that. Take all that off, Keith. Oh, I had to link it. If you go onto your TikTok account, there should be somewhere where you can copy your like link and then paste it onto it. Oh, you might not be able to do it actually. You might not be able to do it. Get on the Britain's Got Talent, Keith. Yeah, see, he's that good, Ali. What's your TikTok? Yeah, write your TikTok name in then. If you write your TikTok name in, because if we can get a couple of people supporting you from our channel, that's going to help you as well. Because, but honestly, make a video without all the funny stuff and just sing seriously to show people you can sing. That's the advice I would give you. Because, like I say, I was like, is that real? That can't be real. There's no way he sounds that good. Because you had a silly Pavarotti beard on, it made it look like you was just miming over Pavarotti. Just write the name of your TikTok in then, Keith. And then anybody that wants to can just search you up. They will see whether they agree with me about losing all the props and that. Alright, they mate, BOSH.
Sorry, I know you're on a live.
Yeah.
Can you just do me a quick favour?
What?
Can you just feel his toes? Because there's some trainers I want to get him. I'm not sure what's up. Would you say, lift your toe?
I am.
It seems to still fit. Do they feel tight or anything?
They're quite tight on the sides.
Maybe go up another half a size.
Because you're 4, don't you get 4.5 or
Go
5?
4.5.
Do you think he's got plenty of life in him?
Yeah, they're not like, they don't look massively tight. Maybe just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, but a 5 would last like 2 years
Yeah, but then
at least.
Is then if you get into Tri and Carlos trainers, they're a 5, and then if they're like stupidly big,
Yeah, fair.
What these?
that's what I would do.
The Air Force.
Yeah, because it's okay getting them to last you by going bigger, but if they're gonna, your feet are gonna slip out of them, boy, it's no good. So my boy needs a new pair of trainers, and we're just discussing whether we should get him a size 4 again, a 4.5 or a 5. I think he needs.
4.5 or 5. I would go to.
I think he needs a 4.5,
I'm there.
but he's trying on his sister's trainers, who's a 5, huh?
4.5.
And they way big for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think even 4 might be alright again, but maybe go 4.5 and he can grow into them. Jordans?
They're quite.
That's the trainers he wants.
I didn't pick them. Mum did.
No, he
What do you think of them? He was not, were they Nike Air Jordans?
No, but do you remember he kept wearing ladies, didn't he? The red and black
Yeah,
ones.
they're alright.
Yeah,
So you
Dad.
likes them?
Look, this one's longer, but this one's shorter.
It's not too bad, is it?
And look, my foot's there on the side.
Well, we'll get back to me chat now, but yeah. Yeah, if you want some.
Put back them people.
Michael Slogan says, hope you had a good Father's Day. Seen a pic on Facebook and I enjoyed that on the toilet video you did. On the toilet video? I wasn't on the toilet, it was just some video of you down in my beer again, love.
On Thursday.
You're alright. So funny. Keith Thomas 732. There you go. Check out his TikTok, guys, and see what you think of his opera singing. I think personally he's got an amazing voice, and he doesn't even realise how good it is. If he gets rid of all the funny effects and the flowers and that going over the screen or wherever it is, and just sings a song, I reckon he's gonna blow up. Trouble is, Adam, because of my memory, I only remember the end bits. Just sing how much you can. You don't need to sing the full song. Even if you just literally just go, bam, make a video of you. You know when you're full on doing the, I forget the song, but the high bit. Just even if you just say, I'm gonna sing you a bit of Pavarotti, and then just go like that, and just do the best bit, something like that. Because it doesn't matter how long it is. What matters is people watch it to the end. That's what helps your videos gain the traction and that, you know. Give it a go, Keith. And message me when you end up doing it, whether it's day tomorrow or whenever. I'd be interested to see. Just a stripped back version of you, just your voice. That's what I bet you get more views. Even if you just say like, I'm Keith, I'm a 63-year-old guy, a few people have told me I'm quite good at opera. What do you think? And then you just go. Yeah, the end bit with Pavarotti, it was only about 15 seconds, but I got thousands of views in a couple of seconds. I'm not surprised at all, Keith. I'm really not surprised. I'll have to check it out again. I only had a quick brief look the other day. But that's the sort of voice where it's a rare thing where somebody can sing like that. And I honestly would not be surprised if you took it a bit more serious, if you completely blow up on TikTok. And yeah, do your confidence in that, the world of good, mate. Oh, it's in the 80th minute. Czech Republic just had another shot. Is that what you call them there? Czech Republic then? Not Czechoslovakia. How do you even discover that you can sing like that? Do you just go in the shower, you're washing your balls, and you just like, sing a bit of Pavarotti for a laugh? Oh, hang about. I'm pretty good at this. I've had loads of people from China and Japan that want to meet to sing every hour. Bloody hell, I've been fucked. Very, very good. One thing, obviously, I've made videos, or a video in the past about my problems with alcohol. Lately, I've been taking more days off, which is kind of a new thing. And I'll tell you what, when you take a day off, you don't half appreciate the beer more the next day. I'm always like I'm trying to think of it like that in my head now. As like motivation. It's like take a day off, and the day after your beer's gonna be like it just hits that spot, you know. Whereas when you drink every day, it's almost like a chore sometimes. You know what I mean? Bosh, says Murphy Bass. Hey there, Murphy Bash. He definitely watches the videos. He just comes in and says Bosh. Keith Thomas. I remember when I was little, my father brought me an album. I was a singer called. He was a singer called Mario Lanza. And I used to sing to myself, and my father used to say, "You sound like Mario." This was like 50 years ago. Jesus. It's never too late, mate. I'll tell you that. I know you've got all your health problems and all that, but that just, the whole story, the backstory, and how long, like I know you're a 63-year-old guy, you got your health problems and that, and you're getting into TikTok. Like, what a story that is. If you was to like blow up on TikTok and you've got a story like that to go with it, that's like, people love stuff like that, mate, honestly. When you can tell people your story and that, when she's sort of made a few videos and people are chatting to you and all that, you can make a video about, you know, why now? Why all of a sudden are you like making TikTok videos? You can tell them, you know, what happened and how you first discovered you can sing, and you can literally have a whole channel about it. Not just singing, but people are going to want to get to know you, the man behind the voice. A bit more exciting than just a fat bloke sitting here drinking beer, I know that. I'm going to pour another beverage. Take you with me for the pour. Not that it's exciting, but it's better than you just staring at a blank wall, I suppose. Using the old styrofoam chalice. Not chalice. Tankard. And we're on the Hertog Jan Grand Pilsner. Nice, sessionable 5.7% ABV. Good head, just how I like it. Who doesn't like a good bit of head? Still 1-1, 5 minutes to go in the footy. Oh, look at that, that's a cracking pint, isn't it? Cheers, people. This is a really nice beer, dangerously so. Look at the head on that. It's like so smooth looking. That's a cracker. Absolute belter. Has anybody tried the Hertog Jan Grand Pills? I know Keith has, because he's got a keg of it on at the minute, and his son's rinsing it. Because you know about Keith, he's got Crohn's disease, so was it Crohn's or Crohn's? So he finds it hard to find beers that he can get along with.
Portugal just scored.
Portugal just scored
Yes.
in the 85th minute. Right, so I'm 30 seconds behind, so he's coming up to a Portugal goal. Let's see who scored. Is it Ronaldo still on?
Yeah, he is.
I knew he'd do that. He's 39 years old.
We're close.
You watch, he'll be the one that scored now, and I'll be like, okay, I'll shut up. But come off, you're 39 years old. That one of the youngsters on there that can still run. You watch, he'll score now, and I'll be like, okay, shut up. Shit. No, to be fair,
It was,
Jota scored. Diego Jota scored. Ronaldo headed it.
hit post.
It hit the post, and then Jota hitting the rebound. So to be fair, I was wrong. Ronaldo was right for staying on because it was all him that made that goal. He might not be able to move anymore, but he's still good in the air, isn't he? Is that Styropramen? Ram, hey there, mate. It's a Styropramen. Oh, has it been disallowed?
Yeah, it's been disallowed.
Was it offside?
I think.
I want to see Ronaldo cry. Sorry, but you know, I still hate him for what he did to Rooney.
But why did they put it up there?
It's a Styropramen tankard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's off. But the beer is Hertog Jan Grand Pilsner on the... Shut the door, please, son. On the perfect draft. It's like a beer dispenser. where you get draft beer at home. BOSH. And yeah, it's a 5.7% Dutch Pilsner. It's a cracking beer. Jim D. Pep is 41, defender for Portugal. Crazy. Lovely job. Yeah, that is mad, isn't it? 41. I tell you what, the even crazier thing is that he's actually still pretty decent at 41 years old. And I do think he's in the team on merit. I don't think it's like, oh, he's a legend, we have to play him. And I suppose you could say the same about Ronaldo, really, couldn't you? He's still quick. For a 41-year-old, he's still relatively quick. From what I've seen of him. And he's just an aggressive little beast, isn't he? But surely his time's coming up, though. 41 years old. That's mad, isn't it? Oh, thank you, Keith. You don't have to do that, mate. Thanks for the shout out. I have a couple of cans on me. Thank you very much, Keith. Cheers to Keith, people. BOSH. Thank you very much for your very, very kind £4.99 super chat, mate. I really appreciate the love, Keith. And honestly, I'm not shouting you out because I want anything back from you. I'm doing it because I like you and I really like your voice, mate. Honestly, so don't think you have to repay me. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate it. But genuinely, I think you're a really nice bloke and I think you've got a bloody good voice. And I want you to do well. That's what I said. Like, just for someone who's got a bit of experience on social media and making videos and that, that's why I said take away all the effects, just be you and just sing a song, and I reckon it will blow up, mate. And I really hope it does. J. Lou, put Bellingham next to Rice, Foden as a 10, Gordon or whoever it is on the left wing. Bellingham can still get. That's actually not a bad shout, you know. That makes a lot of sense because Foden's not really working on the left, so he's more of a central player. But he plays well where Bellingham plays, but then Bellingham played that well there as well, and he's got that physical presence. But Bellingham could still get forward if you've got a man like Rice behind you, and then perhaps someone else on the wing could do better on the left. To be honest, I would definitely rather that than just do the same shit we done last time. Keith Thomas, it's just I really like your channel because I don't go out much because of my stomach. It's really nice to chat to you. Oh, thanks, Keith, mate. I love chatting to you as well, mate. That's why I'm picking you up because genuinely you support the channel so much, and I really appreciate it. Not just with your money, but just your comments and your interaction and all that. And that, like these lives and that, it's talking to people like you while I enjoy them, you know. We don't have that many people in, but it's not about how many, it's the quality of the people. You know, the views the numbers don't matter at the end of the day, as long as you've got the people in, you're enjoying yourself. Nobody's being an arsehole. What's your take on all the brewers dropping the ABV? I had a pint of Foster's at Spoons the other day and it was 3.6. Oh. Ram, I think it's disgusting. Portugal have just scored in the 91st and a half minute. Is this one going to count to make it 2-1? Substitute. Did they take Ronaldo off for him? If they did, I was right all along. Oh, Portugal were on 2 substitutions. One made the goal and the other one scored the goal. Credit to the manager. Oh, there's another unlucky one though from Czech. Anyway, because I don't. Oh, what's your take on brewers dropping the ABV? I think it's absolutely a disgrace, Ram, because the reason they're dropping the ABV is because the new tax laws that came out around a year ago. Pretty much, what you're going to see is a lot of beers are going to become 3.4%. That's the goal for the people that just want to save money, the breweries, because that's the lowest tax bracket. So that's why you're seeing lagers and stuff that were close to that, like 4%ers and that, are being like, sod it, we make it 3.4 because they save crap loads of money on taxes, but they don't put the price down of the beer. The beer always suffers for the worst and doesn't taste as good as it used to. And they're like, oh, so what? They don't care. What people got to do is boycott these beers. If you're a fan of one of these beers that's lowered the ABV, start drinking a beer that hasn't lowered the ABV. Because if everybody starts doing that, they'll stop lowering the ABV. But if people carry on drinking your Stellas, Fosters, uh, Carlin, Carlsberg, there's so many that have done it. It would just be a new trend because they see one company get away with it and people are still buying it, and the next company goes, "I will do that." They got away with it. I would do that. They got away with it. But if there's a massive uproar and people boycott these beers where they're lowering the ABV, that's the only way they're going to think twice. And the problem is, the average consumer of beer probably doesn't even look at the ABV. They just see, oh, Carlin or Budweiser or Stella, that's always on the TV. That must be a good beer. And that's about as far as the thought process goes. Unless you're really into your beer, which a lot of people that watch the channel and that are, you're none of the wiser. That's the problem. And that's why they're getting away with it. What they're doing is ripping people off that are none of the wiser, unfortunately. And you know, if you do know a little bit about beer, educate your friends, tell them what's happening. Everybody's got to make the effort. It's not something I can do or one channel can do or one person can do. It's something everybody's got to do that knows anything about beer, is spread that message. Every YouTuber, any channel that does anything about beer in the UK needs to tell everybody they know what's going on.
Portugal won.
Is it over? Yeah, it's over. Portugal 1-1. Thanks. You enjoy it, yeah?
Yeah.
You didn't want Portugal to win, did you?
No.
You like the lesser team winning, didn't you? The team who's not the favourite.
No, because I felt bad for the white ones.
Yeah, because they're the underdogs. Portugal were expected to win. The white team were they're expected to lose because Portugal have better players. And that happened in the game you watched last night, the France game. You wanted the team who wasn't expected to win. So I think you like rooting for the underdog. The team who's not meant to win. That's good though. Makes it exciting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, you better get some kip now, boy. Love you. Shut the door, yeah?
Yeah.
Good night. I'm going to say bye to people if you want. This is my boy Tyler. You're going to have to come round here because I'm on the phone. Right round. Literally, that's the come on. He is getting into the football, my boy.
Yeah.
Good night, son. Love you.
Bye-bye, darlings.
Right, where was it? Oh, Ram says I usually drink Kronenberg, but they just dropped it to 4.6. I know they have dropped it to 4.6. I've made a video about it, Ram, and it definitely wasn't for the better. It's just they basically watered it down and still charging the same money price. Although I have actually noticed the Kronenberg does seem to have got a little bit cheaper than it was. And I just think it's because people are realising that it's not the same. So they're like, shit, what are we going to do? We're going to have to sell it cheaper. Maybe us YouTubers and other people, anybody, are spreading the word a bit. Maybe it is having a slight effect. Because I've also heard that Stella's not selling as well as it used to. And that people are looking to other alternatives. I only watch when England plays, not foreign teams, countries, but I'm not a big football person. Yeah, I'm not a big football person either. I think because of my anxiety, I feel better when I get a mask on doing it. I'm not sure if it sounds strange. No, I know exactly what you mean. I've actually got a condition called GAD, which stands for Generalised Anxiety Disorder. So I perfectly understand that. And before I started my YouTube channel, I wanted to make it for a couple of years before I actually had the bravery to put the camera on. you know. But you'll grow in confidence if you just keep doing it, even if you don't take all the effects off straight away, even if it's something you aim to do in the future. When you get a bit more confidence, that's a goal. Set that as a goal. Maybe you can just lower the effects a little bit each time, and then in time you could do it with none. Work something to work towards, maybe. Good night, Jim. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Gosh. Take care, fella. But yeah, I get it. I completely get it, mate. Ram says, it could be wrong, but I think Heineken's still 5%, but it won't be long. Yeah, it is still 5%. And the interesting thing about Heineken, Ram, is if you look at, actually read the can of Heineken, it says it's either brewed in the UK or the Netherlands. When you get the one that's brewed in the UK, it's a bit rough. But when you get the one that's brewed in the Netherlands, it's quite nice. You never really know what you're going to get. But when you buy the big bottle, it's always brewed in the UK. But if you buy the small cans, the little stumpy 330 cans, it says on it brewed in the Netherlands, not brewed in the Netherlands or the UK. So I think they're all brewed in the UK unless you buy the little cans. And the difference in quality, I really noticed it. Not everybody does, but I did. Thanks for the advice, Adam. I'll try that. It's just when I get the mask on, I know it sounds strange, but I feel like I'm performing better. Yeah, because, yeah, I know what you mean. Because you're less nervous, probably. Less nervous. But you don't have to film it live, so to speak. You can just film it on your phone. And when you're happy with it, you could try 30 times and then you're like, oh, right, yeah, I think I nailed it that time. And then upload that video to TikTok. You don't have to do it live. Didn't know that. I'll keep an eye out. Yeah, try it for yourself if you like. And get a bottle of Heineken and one of the little cans. I did a beer battle on it. If you go to my beer reviews and then go to the beer battles playlist, it's got them all in there. The beer battles I've done over the course of the channel, and one of them's Heineken versus Heineken. Literally, a bottle of Heineken versus one of the little cans. And it's just different beer. It's just a completely different beer. Both called Heineken. They're actually next to each other in the shop. But what's inside, the contents, is completely different because the Dutch brewed one doesn't have that arsey kind of rough taste to it. Kind of mad, really. They shouldn't be allowed to get away with it, but they do. They do get away with it. It's all about spreading the word, isn't it? But unfortunately, like, not enough people watch YouTube channels about beer and things like that to really do anything, because YouTube doesn't really push beer channels because beer's a drug, innit? They don't want to make people famous for drinking beer, do they? You have to work really hard to get any bleeding subscribers and that. Gross used to be nice. I see it for the first time in Asda. But it's so, oh, gross. What a disgrace. That's the worst case affected beer. It used to be 5%, it used to be really nice. Then they lowered it to 4%, and it took a big hit. But considering they took a whole percentage off it, it wasn't too bad. But now it's 3.4% gross. So they've took in total 1.6% off the ABV, and they're still selling it as a premium beer. I mean, that's so wrong on every single level. What a joke. Close my laptop there. Oh. Pardon me. Keep Thomas, I didn't realise you could record it then upload it to TikTok. I thought it had to be done on TikTok. Yeah, you can record it. Keith, you record it on your phone just as a normal video, and then when you go to TikTok, push the plus thing to up, and then search through your videos on your phone and then upload it. So you don't have the pressure of doing it live. Just literally practice yourself. When you're happy with it, then upload that video. It doesn't have to be done on one take. Just thinking, you sounding like that, you've done all them videos on one take. You for real, mate. You've got to be even better now. Because you could literally, you could do it 30 times over and then pick the best out of the 30 and then upload that one. Yeah, so record it on your phone without all the effects in that. Just practice singing to your phone. Then upload the one you're happy with. And you're sorted. Mummy Beer Monster's in. That's me mum, Linda Sheehan. Cheers, mum. Bosh. Ram saying good evening to me mum. Football is now officially finished. Portugal won again. I don't know who's playing tomorrow. Does anyone know who's playing tomorrow? But yeah, give it a go, Keith. And thanks so much for the super chat, mate. I really do appreciate it, bud. Honestly, it really does help in the funding of the channel and that. And it all goes back into the channel, whether it's on beer reviews, kegs. All goes back in one way or another. Better equipment. I want to get some better lighting soon. That's one of my sort of things I want to try and sort out soon. Because I've only got like that little light there. You can see it, bosh. I think that was off Temu or something. So yeah, I think I'm due an upgrade of the lighting. But the problem is, like, I want to get better lighting, but I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what I need. So I'm gonna have to like watch videos on YouTube or whatever to find out what good stuff's to buy, and it's finding something that suits your budget as well, isn't it? It's easy if you've just got the money to buy the best light, but if you want to buy the best bang for buck light that ain't too expensive, it's a bit more difficult, isn't it? It takes a bit of research. Keith Thomas, hi, your mother probably wouldn't have heard of Mario Lanza from years ago. If you heard of Mario Lanza, mum, you should check out Keith's TikTok, mum. He does opera singing like Pavarotti and that, and he's 63, right? And his kids and that have just got him into TikTok, and he's got a most amazing voice. How he's not famous, and like it's like one of them like Paul Potts cases, you know, the guy who's on Britain's Got Talent. Like he seriously needs to. Oh yeah, I certainly have. He was my dad's favourite singer. There you go. Check him out, Keith. I don't know if you've got TikTok, mum. I don't know if she's got TikTok actually. I don't think she has. I'll have to share one of your videos to her at some point so she can watch it. But yeah, he's just started doing TikTok, mum. Was it Keith? He's one of my subscribers, and he's got a fantastic voice. And I've been trying to give him a few tips on like how to make a video to do well. But he's got anxiety like me, so he's got all these effects on and that while he's singing, because that makes him feel more confident in doing it. But it kind of masks from him and his voice. I'm saying if you can build to the point where you get rid of all the effects and just do you singing, I think it'll blow up. Chico time. Yeah, Chico time. God, what was he off? Was it X Factor or something? Or are you on about something completely different, Oliver? I'd love to hear you, Keith. Oh, he's absolutely brilliant, mum. Seriously. When he said to me he had a TikTok, his kids got him into it. He does a bit of singing. He didn't mention he sounds like Pavarotti. I was expecting him just having a laugh, being drunk up or something. He's one of my subscribers, you know. I was expecting him to be pissed going, yeah. No, he's like got the most bloody amazing voice. It's unbelievable. He's 63 and he's never done nothing with that voice. And he hits them Pavarotti notes and it's like, what? Cheeky girls. I remember, we are the cheeky girls. I don't think I'll quite pull it off to her. Blimey. Cheeky girls. Whatever happened to them? They're probably old now. I do a little bit of puff, especially for you, mother. Especially for your mother. I reckon we should get you on a live one day, Keith. We should get you on a live and you can take requests and you can show off your talent, mate. If you, I know you've got anxiety in that, but when you're ready, I'd love to do that. Beer and Pavarotti live stream. Beer and Keith, the new Pavarotti. Because I don't think you realise how good your voice is. I really don't. In a way, that's kind of like endearing in a way. How you can be that good at something and you've got no idea. That's the one. One of the cheeky girls sells Mitsubishi trucks. I dealt with her while working with. Really? Oh, that boy has been cheating on you with Simo. Oh, Jennifer, how dare you? How's Simo anyway, Jennifer? Is he alright? I was going to join Simo, but if I join Simo, I'd have to join on the laptop, and then that means I can't do the watch along, and he's doing a watch along. Whereas I just sort of went live on my phone and I had the football on in the background and was just watching bits and pieces. Being told you've got to go live with him. Being told you've got to go live with him. Is he still live now then? I remember watching Paul Potts, but he wasn't my cup of tea. He always used to wobble on the high notes. There you go. Is that good? He's dissing Paul Potts. He's still on now. Yeah, we can go join Simo for a bit. I mean, Brad, I think it's going to take me about 5 minutes to get there. What's the time? Is it worth the effort? Yeah. How long is he going to be on for, Jennifer? If he's going to be on for at least another sort of hour and a half, I'll join him. But if he's like literally, I don't want to set everything up. It'll take like 5-10 minutes to set everything up. And then he's like, I'm off now. So yeah, if he's on for a little while, then I'll join him. Because I do like the bigger screen than that. I'm doing it on the phone as well. And I've been chatting to you guys for a couple of hours and that as well. Chat to him, let me know, Jennifer, yeah? Beer Monster's ex-wife, just ask him. You've just asked him. Yeah. I would ask him myself, but I'm live on the phone, so I can't. Oh, that's a seriously good beer, that is. Mum, you're going to have to come round and sample some of these beers on the Perfect Draft. Some of them are ridiculously good. We'll have to indulge in a few pints, Mum. He just had a vote for an extra hour. 94% yes. Sounds like one person said no. 1 hour or so, he said. How much was that? £20 a pint. Oh, fuck off, Jennifer. That was Hertog Jan on the Perfect Draft. Nice. The keg cost me, it was on 30% off, Jennifer, see? Bargain hunter. I think it was 27 quid for the keg, which is 10.5 pints. But you get a fiver back in beer tokens and about 3 quid for ordering it. It works out about 20 quid, roughly. Oh yeah, they're really good. It's literally like having your own beer pump at home, but you're not drinking Carlin and Foster's. You're drinking some of the best beers in the world, Mum. So yeah, I mean, when I come round yours that time, do you remember when I bought a bottle of Frankie round and you really liked it, that German one? Imagine that on tap. You can get it. No, it's worked out not $3.50 a pint, but just it says it when you order the keg how much it works out a pint. About £2.10 a pint, Jennifer, and it's 5.7%. And if you're telling me that's not cheap for a pint of draft beer that's 5.7%, and it's an absolute stunner for £2.10 a pint. I mean, you're not going to need that many of them, are you? Half star in the fridge. Yeah, I'm not on the Staropramen. I was just drinking out of a Staropramen glass. I'm on the good stuff. It's a Dutch Pilsner called Hertog Jan Gram Pilsner, Mum. It's 5.7%. It's strong but beautiful. Blimey. LGBT mood lighting. So many colours. I know I can't find a remote control to me. LEDs, Parramatta. How you doing, mate? Anyway, good to see you, bud. I wish I could do a vote. I'll tell you what, 30 Kegs are the way to go. 30 litre kegs, that sounds like a bit of me, Jennifer. Let me see if I can do a vote, because I think I should start doing this. This is a fair way, a fair way to do it, right? Because I'm not fussed either way. But it would be nice to chat to Simo. There's a way you can do it. I know there's a way you can do it on the phone. I'll start a poll. Right. Shall we join? Well, right. Shall we join Simo's live? Oh, it's Simone's. Hang on, Simo's live. If you don't know who Simo is, he's another beer tuber. So if I join his live, we have to wait about 5-10 minutes and I'll be back with Simo, and I'll also post a live on my channel as well, so you won't miss it. Yes or no? Shall we join Simo's live? I'm going to take this opportunity to have a quick piss and see what the results are. Fucking hell. Oh. Did anybody hear that in the background? If anybody's still there. Jesus. I'll sort it out later. I literally opened the fridge and a bottle of Weinbacher. All I did is open it and it just flipped out of the fridge, straight onto the floor. It's bloody gone everywhere. It's a good 20-minute clean-up job with the kids and that. So I'll sort it out later. Jesus. Fell over pissed. Language. Sounded like a big smash. Maybe it was his head. Damn. Wow, yeah. Make sure you get your vote in, guys. I'm going to look at it in a minute. I've not looked at it yet. Yeah, you know, like when something's not been put in the fridge properly. I was going to say when someone don't put something in the fridge properly. It was obviously me. I've done it with milk before. Just opened the fridge and the milk's just gone all over the floor. Yeah, this time unfortunately it was a beer, not milk. And it was a glass bottle. If it was a can, it would have been a lot easier, wouldn't it? But it's literally gone over the whole kitchen, the beer and the glass. So that's going to be fun to clean up after. Give me something to look forward to. It made a good sound anyway, yeah. No, I was looking like, what was that? But I think I've identified it as a bottle of Rhinebecker, but I'm not 100% because it's shattered so bad, but it's a brand bottle. Right, what are the... how do I look at the... Right, join Simo's live. We have 13 votes and we have 69% says yes and 31% says no. So it looks like we are going over to Simo. That's what the people voted for, so that's what we're going to do. So I'll catch you over with... what's wrong with using the wine cellar? At least it wasn't a 14 quid bottle of special beer. Exactly, mate. Yeah, it's a bottle of Rhinebecker, 150. It's decent, but at least it weren't a bling bottle of putty or something, if they even do that in a bottle. Hey guys, I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. I'll also stream it on my channel as well if you want to join. That'd be fantastic. If you don't, because I know not everybody likes when there's like... But I think it's just going to be me and Simo, so it shouldn't be too crazy. As far as I know anyway. Who knows what I'm walking into. But yeah, I'll catch you there in a minute for those who come. And for those who don't, thank you very much for watching and supporting the channel. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Get the hell out of here until I see you on Simo's channel. He's only got 13, that's fine. I think I only got 13 as well. Well, so yeah, we'll get together. Beer Monster Reviews fanboy, hello friend, drinking the... Yep. I'm about to join Simo's channel. I'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes. I've got to get set up. See you in a minute, people, and thank you very much.